All right, Shalom Israel. We like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem,
Yahushai,
Yahushai,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem,
Rakakwadash,
Rakakwadash.
double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to like up there, doing this work of faith and labor of love, true sincerity. All right, I'm the brother Shalom, and to the right of me is.
Kahan.
All right, so we just going to get into a quick lesson based upon, Jake still being that old lion, So with that, we're going to start off in the book of Genesis 49 and 1. And Jacob called unto his sons and said, Gather yourselves together, that I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last days.
Right, because our people, which are you so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you go back to the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right, you are here in these very last days, and the last days means the last particular time of a nation that will rule, and these last days are the last days of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man.
All right, so jump into verse 8. Judah, thou art whom thy brethren shall praise. Thy hand shall be in the neck of thine enemies. Thy father's children shall bow down before thee. Judah is a lion's whelp. From the prey, my son, thou art going up. He stooped down, he couched as a lion, and as an old lion, who shall rouse him up?
Right, because even though, which is a beautiful thing, of course, you Jakes are rousing up. All right, that's because Esau is putting that flame into you, man. But if this place was continue on forever, all right, this place was continue on another 10, 20, even 100 years, you Jakes would go back to sleep. You Jakes would just go back to sleep like nothing ever happened, man. Like the Rodney King riots. That's a prime example. You Jakes went back to sleep. So now Esau had to stir things up, which really, of course, really was the Most High, all right, who gave it to Esau to stir things up. But nonetheless, our people are temporarily, like Jake said, a little mad, man. They're temporarily pissed off, man. But hey, Esau gave you, a stimulus check. He gave you that so-called reparations you were looking for. Hey, you will have no problem with this devil.
Yeah, because, all at the same time, you know, this is just another song and a dance for Jake, really, what it really comes down to, for the simple fact that you got a lot of Jakes talking this and talking that, but when it really comes down to it, they not really going to be out there trying to get busy how, some of the radical Jakes are going to be. It's only a few Jakes that's out there that's really, what I'm saying, like really trying to get down with Esau like that. And it ain't too many Jakes, man. Our people just like the lip service thing about it. That's all it really is. They want to have talking points, and thinking that they getting somewhere because it makes them feel better inside, which really don't mean a damn thing at the end of the day.
I got a precept to add to you. This is Jeremiah 2 and 20. For of old time I have broken thy yoke, meaning that the Most High has taken us out of bondage, and burst thy bonds, and thou hast said, I will not transgress. So really, our people are just tired of the so-called white man. But again, if the Most High, had it to where if it was of old, our people would, turn back into the Lord for a certain period of time, but then go right back to their wickedness. That's why, according to prophecy, that the Lord said He will put His laws into our inward parts so that we will not transgress. All right, but nevertheless, it says, "And thou says, I will not transgress, when upon every high hill and under every green tree thou wanderest playing the harlot. Yet I have planted thee a noble vine, wholly a right seed. How then art thou turned into the degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me? For though thou wash thee with nitre, and take thee much soap, yet thine iniquity is marked before me, saith the Lord power."
And just speaking on that right there, Jake don't even know the Lord, so it's really a degenerative plant in general unto the Lord. Hey, because the Lord set us up as this beautiful vineyard, man. But Jake turned into something much worse than, man. Because all they know is to depend on the so-called white man. Our people don't know the Most High whatsoever. They don't even want to give the Most High a chance. Because why? Of the things that what the so-called white man have done. And Jake believing that now that the Bible is all about slavery and oppression for us from based upon what the Edomites did unto us, man. But that's far from the truth. if you dive into the scriptures and you really get into the knowledge, you'll see what it is for what it truly is, man. You know. But the Most High having given them the ears to hear nor the eyes to see that. You know.
That's right, man. And when you look at it, like according to previous times, the Lord delivered all Israel because they knew the Lord's name. Now our people don't know the Lord's name. You know, they know Jesus Christ. You know, they know Allah. They know Jesus Cristo, but they don't know Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. You know, so when it comes time to actually being saved, hey, why do you think the Lord said 2/3 shall die? All right, this is that time where 2/3 is gonna die. This is that time where they don't have no refuge. This is why they're protesting, because they believe Esau is the refuge.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so back at Jeremiah 2:30, no, Salakia 23. Salakia 22. For though thou wash thee with nitre and take thee much soap, yet thine iniquity is marked before me, saith Yahweh power. How canst thou say, I am not polluted? I have not gone after Baalim. See thy way in the valley, know what thou hast done. Thou art a swift dromedary traversing her ways. You know, and a dromedary is what? A camel, you know, and a camel is very stubborn. Mm-hmm. 2/3 of you Jakes, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are very stubborn. You know, the scriptures also speak about how Ephraim is joined to idols. Leave him alone. All right. So read it on. Withhold thy foot. It's like verse 24. A wild ass used to the wilderness that snuffed up in the wind at her pleasure, and her occasion who can turn her away. All they that seek her will not weary themselves. In her month they shall find her. Withhold thy foot from being unshod, meaning barefooted, and thy throat from thirst. Other words, with you know, don't go out there, you know what I'm saying, playing the harlot with these other nations. But thou saidest, there is no hope. No, for I have loved strangers, and after them will I go.
Mm-hmm. And that's exactly what Jake is doing. That's exactly what Jake is doing, for the simple fact that you have the true men of the Lord out here, starting off with the apostles and elders, great millstone, and as younger brothers, you know, constantly, you know, kicking this truth week in and week out, doing the shows, doing the lessons, but people still thinking that they have to do something. They have to go to the polls and vote. You know, like that's going to do something. Like, what has voting ever done for our people? What have your so-called black president Obama, which is not really an Israelite, have done for you? That should go to show you right there. So you still thinking that your vote is going to count for something. You still leaning into a society that is not for you, which makes no sense. But if you look into the scriptures, you'll see that we were never brought here for no type of equality. Equality don't exist. Nothing in this world is equal, man. You have superior and you have those that are underneath that, man. We supposed to be superior, but Jake constantly want to give themselves into an inferior state, you know, according to Esau's ways, man. You know.
Right. Hey, like Jake always say, when you march, no justice, no peace. Yeah. While sitting in for the word of justice is fairness. Mm-hmm. Now, when you read the Bible, you were on top, or you were either on top where the nations feared you, or you were on the bottom where everybody hissed at you. You know, so there's no fairness for you. There's no justice for you. All right, and Jake don't really want justice, man, because you know, going back into the definition, justice. All right, justice is mean what? Having people under you. When you tell you the tribes, you say, well, what is the other nations for them? You know, they don't give a damn about you.
Yeah. Real quick, Isaiah 30 and 10. Well, I start at verse 9. Actually, I start at verse 8. Now go, write it before them in the table, and note it in a book, that it may be for the time to come forever and ever, that this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord, but yet they trying to adhere, or they trying to hear the law of what Esau said, to get certain laws passed so that we can be better within the society, which makes no damn sense. The Lord giving you everything, but you want to turn down everything to be so-called equal with the so-called white man, which makes no damn sense, man. How you just basically said, Jake always want to make friends with everybody else that don't want to play with you, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're a kid, and you can obviously see like the kid don't want to play with you, and you say, "Oh, he's being mean to me. He doesn't want to play." Well, leave the motherfucker alone, and he'll want to play with you, man. You know what I mean? Verse 10 it says, "Which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits." So they don't want to hear the ending destruction of this world. You know, they don't want to hear that we're going to be in power over the other nations. They don't want to hear those great things. They want to hear the things that can bring equality, what can bring us all as one. You know what I'm saying? We all share the same blood. We're all one race. Well, if that's the case, none of this stuff will be going on now. Then you wouldn't have to be seeking out the things in which you're seeking out, which clearly shows you that our people are utterly in error, man. And just like how you were saying before we started the lesson, Jake probably still right and gonna go celebrate what is it, the 4th of July, and all the other holidays that belong to the society.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When we have the holy days within the scriptures that celebrates our conquering over our various enemies, but yet here in America, our people want to celebrate the so-called white man destroying us in every other nation under the heaven, man, which makes no sense. You know? Yeah. You have something else?
Yeah, it's a little more. I'm gonna read quick because my phone get to die anyway.
Okay.
This is Jeremiah 2 and verse 26. As a thief is ashamed when he is found, so is the house of Israel ashamed. They, their kings, their princes, and their priests, and their prophets, saying to his stock, Thou art my father, and to a stone that has brought me forth. For they have turned their back unto me, and not their face. But in the time of their trouble, they will say, Arise, and save us. But where are thy gods, that thou hast made thee? Let them arise, if they can save thee in the time of trouble. Let them arise, if they can save thee in a time of trouble. For according to the number of thy cities are thy gods, O Judah. You know?
Exactly, because when it all boils down to it, and you see these race riots really popping off, I'm saying you see Esau forcing a chip, you saying you're not getting certain liberties and certain benefits that you were once used to, then what you're going to realize is that you can't even do nothing against the system, because the system is going to be completely changed when the Constitution is out of the window. So then, only then, but by the time it's too late, our people are going to realize, like, yo, we should have never even tried to make some sort of peace with them. We had enough of trying to make peace with them already, but you can't go up against Esau physically. So what is our only alternative? Turn unto the same one that put us in this situation, was Yahweh and Yahweh shot, man. Right. He's the only one. They are the only one that's going to get us out of this situation. You know. Anything else?
Yeah. So, hey, man. I mean, it's a bunch of I could go into, but you know, for time's sakes, and my phone getting ready to die. Okay. But you know, the point was made. You make peace with this devil, all right, and you're gonna find death. That's just what it is, man. 2/3 of you gonna die, and hey, shalom to the elect, man. You know?
Okay. Yeah, so with that, you know, we hope the segment was edifying. We'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, and Kakwadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders, great millstone, and shalom to Lek Abdir, doing his work of faith and labor of love and true sincerity. Shalom.
Shalom, Akim.